Now we can start building our neon sign. So I'll start by importing my artwork and making sure that import kind is set to composition and that the footage dimensions are layer size, not document size. And I'll press OK. That'll give me a composition with my artwork, size to what my document was set to inside of Illustrator. And I designed this in 4:3, but I actually want to make it 16:9. And I'm going to go ahead and make it HD while we're at it. So I'm going to go to Composition, Composition Settings, type in 1920 by 1080. Frame rate I'm just going to set to 24, and duration of 10 should be long enough, but we can always make that longer if we need it. Then I'll press OK, and now my artwork is not filling out my composition. And because all of the layers have different anchor points, I can't just grab all the layers and scale it up. So with all of my layers selected, I'm going to pick whip the background layer so that everything scales off at that point, and then I'm going to press Option Command Shift G or Control Alt Shift G on a PC, and what that does is scales the layer's height to the height of your comp. Now this background was just for reference inside of Illustrator. I don't actually need it inside of After Effects, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Then I'll give myself some more room and fit this composition into the window. And as you can see, all of my layers are separated out just like I had them inside of Illustrator. Now is a good time to save. Now at this point, I want to convert all of my artwork to shape layers inside of After Effects so that I have some more control. I get asked a lot why I don't just leave my layers as Illustrator files, and that's because as Illustrator layers, I don't have access to things like the stroke width and the color, and the ways that I can animate them are very limited compared to shape layers. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of my layers by pressing Command or Control A on a PC, and then right click on them and scroll down to create shapes from vector layer. This requires CS6 or higher. This converts all of my layers into shape layers exactly as they were inside of Illustrator, but now I have complete control over the styling of the paths. So I can change the stroke width and the color to whatever I want.